In 1984, a junior Navy analyst named Samuel Morison slipped a photograph into an envelope and mailed it to a British defense magazine. It showed a Soviet aircraft carrier under construction, grainy, black and white, unremarkable at first glance. Except that image was taken from space by a satellite the United States government officially said did not exist. Morison was arrested, charged, and convicted, not for theft, but for publishing something America had never publicly admitted to owning. And for decades after, the KH-11 remained one of the most powerful, most expensive, and most denied secrets in American history. This is the story of the KH-11 KENNAN, the spy satellite that changed modern surveillance forever. It was the first American reconnaissance satellite to transmit real-time digital imagery directly to ground stations on Earth. No film canisters, no recovery capsules dropped from orbit, just a live feed from space, beaming classified intelligence to analysts hundreds of miles below. And there are parts of this story about who knew what, when, and what happened when it leaked that still don't sit right. It was the late 1960s. The Cold War was at its peak, and the CIA was desperate. Existing spy satellites captured film on physical canisters that had to re-enter the atmosphere and be physically caught by aircraft mid-air. It took days to get intelligence back. By then, Soviet missile convoys had moved, submarines had submerged, the intelligence was already old. So the National Reconnaissance Office began building something different, something that could see in real time. The project was called KENNAN, later redesignated KH-11. Development cost billions. Lockheed built it in utmost secrecy. And in December 1976, the first KH-11 launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base. America now had eyes in the sky that never closed. The KH-11 was extraordinary. Using electro-optical sensors and a mirror system comparable to the Hubble Space Telescope, it could resolve objects on the ground to roughly 10 centimeters from an altitude of hundreds of kilometers. It could spot a jeep, read a tail number, track a convoy in real time. In 1979, when Soviet troops massed on the Afghan border, the KH-11 gave President Carter 6 days of warning before the invasion. It monitored Iranian hostage sites. It watched the Falklands War from above. It became indispensable, and it remained completely deniable. And this is where everything went wrong. In 1977, just 1 year after the first KH-11 launched, a CIA employee named William Kampiles stole the satellite's technical manual, all 350 pages of it. He sold it to Soviet intelligence for $3,000. The Soviets now knew exactly what the satellite could see, and crucially, what it couldn't. They began camouflaging military assets accordingly. The damage was incalculable. Then came 1984, and Samuel Morison. A single leaked photograph confirmed publicly what intelligence officials had spent a decade denying. America was watching, from orbit, in real time. Kampiles was sentenced to 40 years. Morison served 2 before a presidential pardon in 2001. But the intelligence community was shaken. Reviews were launched, clearance procedures tightened, polygraph testing expanded. And yet, official policy remained exactly the same. The KH-11 was never acknowledged, not in congressional hearings, not in press briefings, not in any declassified document for decades. America simply continued denying that any of it existed. And here's what still doesn't make sense. In 2012, NASA received 2 surplus spy satellite mirrors donated by the National Reconnaissance Office. Each mirror was described as being at least as powerful as the Hubble Space Telescope. They had been sitting in storage, unused, surplus, which means America had built reconnaissance systems so far beyond what anyone suspected that they were discarding Hubble-class optics as spare parts. What's remarkable about this is not just the technology, it's what it tells us about the gap between what governments admit and what they're actually doing. The KH-11 wasn't just a satellite, it was proof that the most important tools of power are the ones that never appear on any official record. The program received its first partial official acknowledgement in 2011, 35 years after it first launched. And even then, the full capabilities remain classified. So the next time a government says it doesn't have something, remember a satellite that watched the Soviet military in real time for a decade before anyone was allowed to admit it existed. If you want more stories about the technology and secrets that shaped the modern world, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.